we put on the front lines, man.
Yeah.
That's when the scripture says live like you should make thine bodies a living sacrifice, man. We're making our bodies a living sacrifice because we're susceptible to anything out here, man.
Right.
Anybody can roll up and do anything to us, but you know what? We're protected by YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
You know.
And also, nobody can walk up and tell that display model to be, like, go down. Well, I don't want this display model being there, except the owner.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
The owner say remove it.
Isaiah 13:1, the burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my...
You shaking your hand, what are you doing? You cussing out people, man. You telling people, hey, what you doing is wrong, man. Turn around and go this way. Go ahead.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Yep. Now keep going.
Is that the noise of a multitude, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together? The Yahweh of hosts musters the host of the battle.
So what you seeing going on, the Lord doing that. All right, we're gonna hold that Bible shot, Joel 3:1. Because he said, I've called my mighty ones, even them that rejoice in my highness. That's the angels, man. All right, because when the Lord destroyed this place, who gonna take part in that destruction? The angels, the nuclear missiles.
It says that in Daniel 12.
Oh, Michael, archangel.
Yep.
Standing the highest.
Yep.
It says, Joel chapter 3, verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah into...
The word bring is shawab, meaning to turn around, because we captives right now. Just because you ain't got chains on, that birth certificate of chain.
Right.
Go ahead.
That license
card.
Yep.
License,
So, it says, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
So this World War III climaxing, okay, that's a sign of us getting out of this captivity. Go ahead. We're gonna go back
to and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So,
right.
No, I was going to say when this third war takes place, when this World War III takes place, everyone's going to think that it's for obvious reasons, right? This war is taking place because of the trade wars, and this war is taking place because of Russia wants this and America wants that. Well, no, the Lord just said, when I bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
That word plead goes the word judge, man.
Yes, that's right. So he's judging them for Israel. He's doing it on our behalf. The Lord is pleading our cause, man.
Right.
Like the book of I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
Right.
Until he has plead our cause. Micah 79. I always get Micah now.
You gotta get it.
Okay, Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
The weapons of his indignation. Get
to blow up the coals.
Yeah. What's that? 54 and 16. Isaiah. And then it's another one, the Lord's Armory.
Oh yeah, I get the Lord's Armory.
And then you got the whole Joel, the second chapter, none shall break their rank. See this nuclear missile, read Isaiah first. Read the 54:16 first. Since we got the missile board up there.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I create the smith that bloweth the coals.
The Lord created it, okay? The Lord created you. What's that dude's name? Oppenheimer, yeah.
I have become death and destroyer of worlds.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Lord gave you the mental wherewithal to do that.
Behold, Isaiah 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
In the fire. Go ahead.
And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the wasted to destroy.
Because this is what's gonna waste and destroy the land, man. Look at what's that? In the 40s, when you had the bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, those were atomic bombs.
Yep.
And look at the devastation that did.
Yep.
I read
Still doing it too.
Yeah, because radiation have lasting effects.
Yeah, that's right.
They actually, I read a book based off that, and it was saying about how even the people that did survive.
Was it about a little girl?
No, it was an old book, but by some dude that was over there.
Yeah,
But
I also read a book about it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he was talking about how they was trying to help people, and they skin was just sliding up off of them, and even like years after it, like people was dying. You know, people might have been pregnant.
That's crazy. You literally explaining about the book I read. I read it in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I remember.
The bitch that was her mother was pregnant,
Right.
and she breathed in the fume from the atom bomb disease, and she died. Her daughter, who was the book about, she ended up dying from it later on.
Yeah.
You know.
I was gonna say neighboring cities that were close by, they started having babies that were born with tails, fucking three hands, you know, extra fingers, extra toes. They start having deformed babies, man.
Yeah, that's some devastating shit. Hey, but like I said, and you know it's the scriptures, man, because hey, the same thing, fire and brimstone, is what he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah with, man. Which is the same elements that they make them bombs out of. And that bomb was so, they say the radiation, the heat was so hot that when the flash hit, man, people's shadows was burned on the ground, bro. That's something you can't even explain, man. That got to be created by YAHAWASHI, man. And like I said, he gave them the knowledge, man. Like I said, he gave them the knowledge, man, to destroy their damn self.
Right.
And Marshall like to bring out a lot. He said, man, to this day, that land, Sodom and Gomorrah, still goes off on the Geiger charts, man. The Geiger charts is what measures the radiation.
Geiger meter.
Yeah. You know, that shit's still going off in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So that same fire and brimstone that the Lord rained on Sodom and Gomorrah in the 5 neighboring cities, man.
Burns green because of the sulfur oxide in the land, man.
Like I brought that example up to say back then, those was they got a new atomic bomb now. They got I believe it's the hydrogen bomb, and that's supposed to be either 10 or 20 times even more deadlier than what happened on Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Yeah.
They got and Russia got a missile called the Sarnet, man. One missile can take out the landmass in Texas. Yep. So imagine what you do with 5 of them, or 10. Well, the Revelation says, Revelation says 2 million. You know, 200,000 thousands. Yeah. All right, I got that. This is Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 25. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Right.
For this is the work of the Lord, Yahawah of hosts.
See, I created the Smith that blew up the code. Said this is the work of the Lord.
This is the work of the Lord, Yahawah of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, in the land of the Chaldeans in the days of Babylon, the Chaldeans was the wise ones. They were accounted to be the wise ones in the land of Babylon, ancient Babylon, you know, and that's what the elites are likening it to in the book of Jeremiah, man. They're likening it to being the Chaldeans because they're doing the same spiritual wickedness that the Chaldeans were doing in Babylon, you know.
Joel 2?
Yeah, you said Joel 2:1.
No, I got something.
I got something.
He said,
Now, because y'all talking about the missiles, I'm just reading. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. It says, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, to back up what we had said earlier. Daniel 12. It says, fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
this is what the church used to prove that Lucifer fought against the Lord.
Right.
And fell from heaven and built hell.
Like that looked like there literally was a battle in heaven. Satan headlocking angels and telling Michael, get that demon.
Yes. You know, my only thing is, somebody actually told me this. Somebody actually told me this. Remember Kyle? He said, explain that then. Because that's when Lucifer stood up against the Lord. Kyle from Comcast. Because I was minding my damn business and he came in debating about, I'm like, dude, man, I'm just, and it all stemmed off one thing, bro. I'm just like, that's kind of edifying. Oh, that's not a word. I'm like, God, Edifying. Don't you mean edification? I'm like, oh my God.
I conjugated the word, nigga.
Exactly. But anyway, he was like, well, explain that. It's a war in heaven. Lucifer fell. That's what the Christians use to prove that Lucifer fell from heaven.
Yep. Then they go right to Isaiah 14.
Try to
My only thing is, why did it happen at the end of the book? When the Lord was making the heavens and the earth, he never mentioned hell.
In the beginning.
When was hell created? Go ahead, man. I just wanted to pull that because these Christians, man, they fail in miserable.
It says, and prevail not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
Because heaven is rulership. When you in a good position, you're in a good place. What's the song? Heaven, I am in heaven. So the so-called white man place is not going to be found no longer in this earth.
Close to that.
All right. That's why I say death shall feed on him, man. Death shall feed on him because he's going to be in hell. You know?
Yep, it's gonna be that slavery.
That slavery is going to be bitter hell.
It's gonna be that cup.
Whew. That's going to be some hell to pay. That two and
Now the brother got it.
oh, you got it.
No, I got that. I got.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Isaiah 34:6. The sword of Yahawah is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahawah has a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in Idumea, man. All right, then the scripture talk about who is this that come from Basra with dyed garments, man. It's whoever you Edomites are, man. That's your land, goddammit. That's right. All right, the Lord is going to visit you, man.
Isaiah 63.
Got it, yeah.
This is Psalm 60 and 8. It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Now, if you know about that, that's the ultimate sign of disrespect in the Middle East.
Hell yeah.
You remember when that motherfucker, he threw 2 shoes at George Bush?
I almost got his ass.
Well, it's
I almost got his
actually written,
ass.
I want to say the Quran. I want to say the Quran. I'm not 100%
It might be.
sure. But if you they throw shoes at pedophiles.
Okay.
And it's written in the Quran that where it says that they shall throw shoes at pedophiles.
No, they-
Some type of-
In our law,
Yeah, well, them niggas pedophiles, though.
in our law, it's written that if a brother died and he doesn't have a son, and he has a wife, you're supposed to go into her and raise up seed.
That's right.
And if you don't, she's supposed to latch the shoe off your foot, man.
Right.
You know, and that's
Yeah.
the sign of
Yeah,
disrespect.
he put
It's
Onab
spitting
to death for that.
for spilling seed.
Yeah, he spilled that seed.
You know,
It says, over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. Verse 9. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? It says, will not thou, O power, which hadst cast us off, and thou, O God, which didst not go out with our armies? Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through the Most High we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. So that's the answer. The Lord gonna lead us to Edom.
That's right.
Who is this that coming from Basra with dyed garments? That's YAHAWASHI, man.
Right.
So we gonna wait upon me to rise to the prey. All right. For my determination is to gather. What am I quoting? Is that Zephaniah?
it's Zephaniah though. 1:9.
Okay, well, it's Zephaniah. For my determination is to gather the nations.
I got a precept real quick. This is when the Lord showed a vision to a heathen, man. All right.
Oh, okay.
This is the book of Numbers. I never forget to check. Okay, it's 24 and 18. This is Numbers 24 and 18. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be possession for his enemies.
Right. So where the so-called white man gonna be? If in the kingdom of heaven, if everything gonna be right side up, this nation gonna have that land, that nation gonna have this land. But the Lord said the land of Esau gonna be a possession.
Yeah.
So where the fuck he gonna live? The scripture said his place was no longer found in heaven.
Right. Well, you know, he a vagabond anyway, so so everything that he's basically got his hand on now is basically gonna be our possession because he has no land. Shit, he left Mount Seir and shit and went and mingled himself amongst everybody else, man. I got something, man. It's a little late, man, but you know, like you were talking about Hiroshima and like America, when the land here gonna be just destroyed. He said, this is Jeremiah 50 and 40. He said, as the power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any sons of man dwell therein. And that's the same thing gonna be in America, man. This land is never gonna be inhabited again, man. All right, because like I said, basically, once that radiation hits a place, it's basically uninhabitable anyway.
Like
Chernobyl. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Chernobyl.
You can't lay down seeds.
Matter of fact, you go over there, they still got the Geiger count. They say that shit is off the chart.
Chernobyl was in Russia.
It's in Russia, yeah. It's
in Russia with a nuclear plant.
No, nuclear plant, yeah. And it's filled. Meltdown. They fucked that place up.
It's actually Call of Duty.
Yeah.
The level of Call of Duty was since nobody can go there.
Yeah.
The Taliban.
Yeah.
He was. That's what his nuclear. I mean, that's what his. It was pretty good storyline. But anyway.
Hey, I remember once you brothers watched this. It's a documentary, man. On bro, how fucking wicked this dude is, man. It's a documentary on Netflix, I think, and it's called. It's like things that they made and shit, and then they abandoned. They got a big ass highway in Brazil that they was gonna make to flee from fallout. It's a highway. They started making it and shit, and they abandoned it. And it's just sitting there and shit. Now, it's not just there. It's like a few things. They got a bridge over in
Chicago.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Kind of sound like Chicago.
They got a bridge and shit, man. I mean, these are structures that they built and shit. They was gonna use them, but they never used them. I mean, you talking about billions of dollars, man. Billions, bro. They built this bridge and shit, and it was to what's his name? J.P. Morgan built it because they was trying to get the copper deposits out of Iceland or somewhere, and they built it and shit, and they end up abandoning it and shit because for whatever reason. But it shows structures all over the world where Esau just dumped money into something, man. For some reason, it didn't go through, man. So he's just a waster, man. You know what I'm saying? He wastes everything, man.
Look at opposite said.
Yep, that's hell. That's right. That's right.
And hell can't get enough because death will always continue until the kingdom comes. And arguing with itself.
It's arguing with itself, yeah.
Always constantly enlarging. That's the will of, that's the desires of Esau. Here you go, he built this and just stop it. You know, he's just a fucking like the brother, like the elder just said, man. He's just fucking vile. Because the Native Americans, when you look into an Israelite culture, when the Native Americans would kill the bison, it's only one part of the bison that they didn't use, and that was the part of the voice that made the sound. You know, that's the only part they wouldn't use. But they utilized everything else of the bison.
Yeah, like Esau, and if you watch the movie Dancing with Wolves, was that Dancing with Wolves? When they seen they went over the horizon and shit, and they seen all of million buffalo slaughtered, and they just took the skins. But all the meat was just rotted. Thousands of them, man. They was just rotten. So Esau just took the skins from them, man.
You know what? I watched another documentary. I don't know if it was Buffalo Bill or one of those Wild West Cowboys. Y'all be trying to.
He's
trying to uplift and shit.
Yeah, we was the damn cowboys, man.
They would take their bands of cowboys and run thousands and thousands of buffaloes off cliffs, man. Just to starve the Native Americans. Just to starve them out.
Yeah, it's wicked as hell, man. I was reading. I can keep going. It's verse 41. He said, "Behold, a people shall." It's just saying how about this. Say what?
I said I'll pick up the Isaiah 13.
All right. He said, "Behold, a people shall come from the north, a great nation, and many kings shall be rise up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not shew mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses."
And the Lord mustering that up now, man.
Yeah, right.
When you seeing the beast starting to hate the horde.
Yep.
Hey, when you read Obadiah, it says all thy confederacy are against thee.
Yeah.
So